Hello and welcome back, Bumpy McSquigums here, and we will continue our Let's Play, well, my Let's Play of Ys Chronicles, Ys 1. Alright, in the last episode, we delved into a giant mine that was dark and scary, and I nearly died, killed several things. Apparently we have hit our max level. We are amazing with our 255 hit points, we have 240 strength, 225 defense, and we have full tier 4 set of gear, and we're about to move into our tier 5 set. We have two dogs that are humping right now, which is quite disturbing, and I'm afraid I'm going to have to kill them for this. It is shameful, and I don't want to see it. We also learned to speak tree, so yes, we can now talk to trees, and by trees I mean these gigantic trees here. So I talked to one, it told me, hey, go talk to my other tree brother. So I went and talked to the other tree brother, and he said, hey, I am going to not give, you haven't found, I am going to bestow the silver sword upon you. So there you have it. I have a silver sword. I am a boss now. I'm still scared to go back down to that dungeon because those things did hurt. It is dark. It is confusing, winding. It's overall just not a nice place. I found a silver harmonica, gave it to the chick. We are ready to rock, and let's get moving on this. Alright, so we're going to go back into that mine. We are going to find our way back there because we are ready to go. We hit harder. We are stronger, we are better, we are Batman. No, we're not Batman. But we are a dull Christian, and we are going to continue on. So, we will mosey our way that way. It looks like we're coming, I'd have to assume, close to the end of the game, the end of this Let's Play, and I gotta tell you, I'm excited. This is the first series I'm going to actually be completing on YouTube, and I've learned quite a bit about how to run YouTube and move around things and set it up. So I mean, if anybody's watching me from day one and paid any attention, I'd say within the first week I've grown leaps and bounds in just, well, maybe how I'm projecting my voice now. I've tried it this last few episodes. It does sound better to me. I could be completely wrong. Maybe I sound pompous, I don't know, but when I talk normally, I tend to talk lower because I'm not a super excitable person. So I don't project as well, and oftentimes I come across mumbled. It's a rough thing. It's a rough thing to experience when you hear it recorded. It's not really mumbled. It's low and monotonous to an extent or to a degree, and there's not a lot of crispness between my words. So I suppose it sounds like mumbling, but it's not like I say the ancient Ys vanished omen. You know, it's ancient Ys vanished omen. But that's different than actually projecting and enunciating ancient Ys vanished omen. So yeah, and talking this way, I feel I can bring a little bit more excitement, maybe keep you guys awake a little bit longer through my playthroughs. I myself do get tired playing certain games. Like I was trying to play Dungeons of Dreadmore the other day, and I gotta tell you, the game's fun. I actually do enjoy it. It reminds me of another Commodore 64 game that I actually thoroughly enjoyed, maybe as much as I did Archon. And that was Gateway to Apsai, or Apshai. I'm not sure how to actually pronounce it. But that was one of my, like there was a few games that were like top 3 favorite games, and that was definitely one of them. Hear that wind, guys? Hear that wind? So yeah, Dungeons of Dreadmore is actually quite a fun game, but I gotta tell you guys, it is hard to just sit there and play it. It puts me to sleep just about every time, and it's kind of embarrassing. I mean, you know, to have that much fun with the game, enjoy it, like it, and then just get tired when you play it, that's kind of rough, you know? It's kind of a little bit rough. See, that used to be one of my issues when I would raid, too. When I did play World of Warcraft, I suppose everyone that is a gamer at one time or another attempted it, tried it, played it, did something with World of Warcraft. It was the thing. Ooh, the heal ring. Now that has a lot of promise. That means, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm going to attempt it right now, that I should be able to heal while I'm in a dungeon. So as I clear trash, I can just run around with this, and if I'm strong enough, I think I will heal up immediately after killing the trash. So now I can stay in dungeons prolonged. This is excellent. This is a huge find, guys. This has made our dungeon diving an exceptionally easy thing to do now. We have tier 4 gear. We are max level. Oops. We're getting smacked. And we have a heal ring. We still have to stand still, but it works inside of dungeons. And this is something that did not happen before. So, we are looking good, guys. We are looking really, really good right now. But the thing about raiding, I apologize, I did get off a little bit on a tangent. I was excited about my find, as all of you should have been as well. Yes, the chest is empty. I do see this. Thank you. First time I raided as... I'm pretty sure I was the leader of the guild at the time. I don't know if we ever fleshed out a full roster, but we had at least 7 or 8 people, and we had a couple fill-ins here and there. It was kind of frustrating. I'm not going to lie, I was not particularly happy with having to get fill-in people. I was a perfectionist. I was one of those people that I always performed really well with what I did in raids, and it bothered me when people were terrible and when people were stupid. So I clashed a lot with guild leaders that I was, you know, where I would join their guild and they were the leaders and I wasn't. It was an issue. It was an issue. I apparently am not the easiest person to deal with. I don't know if I've gotten any better over the years. I hope I have. But yeah, I was a perfectionist. I was really good at what I did, and that caused me to be kind of mean and nasty a little bit here and there. There's still times, and my dad will attest to this, that I can be mean and nasty, and that I am not proud of. However, the whole point that I was trying to make, other than I'm a terrible person, is this. When I used to raid, or when I first raided in, I think it was Wrath of the Lich King, I don't even, sadly, remember what that dungeon was called. I think it was Kel'Thuzad's Palace, whatever that place was called. When we first got to Kel'Thuzad, actually, yes, when we first got to him, it was our raid, it was our normal raid night, you know, nothing was out of the ordinary. It was all planned, everything was set. I was so incredibly tired by the time we got there that I think I probably in, I don't know, I'd say in less than 5 minutes, I probably yawned 300 or 400 times. It was pretty funny. In fact, I had the entire raid laughing at me because I could not stop yawning while I'm trying to explain how the fight's going to go and who needs to do what and when and how and where and why. It was rather comical, and you know, I get that way every once in a while when I play games. I cannot keep myself focused on it. I get so exhausted or tired. I don't know why. So yeah, maybe I don't know if I'm focused on Dungeons or Dreadmore necessarily, but something is definitely going on with me when I play that game, because I just pass right out. I mean, I get so sleepy. But we're not playing that. We're playing this. I'm actually really excited about this game. I mean, still the bump system combat thing, I'm not a big fan of it. I think it's actually one of the worst combat systems I've ever seen in my life. It's what makes this game unique, and that's okay, and I'm glad they tried new things, but again, But, to me, what's awesome is the fact that I don't know where to go right now. I'm actually kind of confused and slightly lost. No, what I like is the storyline's not super deep, but it's still compelling nonetheless, and I want to know what happens. I want to see the end of this game. I've progressed pretty quickly. I've gotten significantly better. I'm not really good at fighting invisible enemies. At this point, I need to figure out where I need to go, because right now I am looping in circles over and over again, and it's pretty bad. So, we're going to go over here. I'll find that same chest that we found before. I think I need to go up deeper into the dungeon. I think that is where my future lies. So, you know, and this is going to be the first game that I finish on YouTube doing Let's Plays, so yeah, I'm super psyched for this. I think this will be one of my, well, it's, like I said, it's going to be the first series that I complete, so it's going to be, I assumed, one of the more watched ones. I mean, I'm doing XCOM as well, which in and of itself is a phenomenal game, and I love it to death, and in fact, I definitely put that game much higher above, you know, much higher ranked than this game, but That being said, there's 400 million other people, and several of them are going to be significantly better than me at this, or at, excuse me, at XCOM. So I don't know that there's a ton of people that have played this. So yeah, we'll see how this goes, man. I am excited. Put something on the board. And Silent Storm, I think, is going to take quite a while to beat, and I know for a fact that I'm not that good at that game. The more I play it, the more I realize that that might even be a challenge for me to complete at all. Whereas originally I thought ease was going to be a big problem, but it looks like it keeps you, it paces you, you know, it keeps you right where it wants you, and it forces you to kind of get better. I mean, I still just run head on into guys and kill them, but it's not like it was when I started. Like when I first played, and I told you I had the issues, I didn't have a sword when I left the first town. I think I killed one thing, and I died like 7 times. And then, like I said, I spent like 5 seconds reading through a walkthrough to see, well, is that normal? And then I found out, oh, guess what? You can talk to everybody like you're supposed to in games like this, and you actually get a weapon before you leave town. Oh! So I didn't have to spend the 500 gold to get the short sword. So that's why when I finally got the recording and everything set and ready to go, I was able to, you know, it was a little boring for you guys, but I was able to actually start it off and start with a sword. So yeah, things are looking really good. I think this is actually going to have my key. I'm starting to recognize this place. It does. The Darm key. There we go. Really though, that doesn't seem like that goes here. That seems like this would be put in where the, oh, what is that thing called? I'm actually going to save here soon, because I've done quite a bit of spelunking and moving around. Where the thieves' den was, where their hideout was, there was that, like, tunnel out behind it, where there was no key or anything, and... Oh, I thought I died. Oh, sorry. It would seem like that is where this key would go, but I don't know. I'm going to have to assume it's down here. Oh, I got to tell you, this heal ring is amazing. Being able to heal in a dungeon is pretty much the greatest thing ever in the history of mankind. Now, I know you guys are going to yell at me because I just realized that I'm really stupid, and the fact that I do not heal while I'm moving. I knew that. That I knew. However, I'm keeping the ring equipped while I'm fighting, which I should only switch to when I actually want to heal. So, we're going to switch back to my power ring, because the more power I have, the quicker things die, the less damage I'll take. Oh, I actually want to keep going, sorry. If this leads all the way to the door, we are going to backtrack, because there was another way to go back here. And I would like to see, like I said, I want to see where everything goes. I want to explore the dungeon fully before this does lead to the door. So we're actually going to backtrack right now, and we are going to head back up, not up out of the entire area, but back a little ways. And we did the split, and we could go southwest or southeast, which is right here, I believe. We are going to see what is down in this general direction. Oh, this is where that healing potion was. Alright, so I actually have my bearings. I kind of know this dungeon. Not super well, but I have a fair understanding of the dungeon, and I'm okay with that. I'd say we're really close to leveling again, but that is by no means the case whatsoever. But you know, this game is coming out, is turning out to be quite fun, and it's coming out rather nicely. I mean, my computer can handle it, which is great. I mean, I know XCOM. That's another reason that XCOM's not going to be super huge for me, and that's going to be because simply my computer is, you know, it's old, and nobody really did a lot of recording 7 years ago. I mean, sure, it probably started around that time, but it wasn't really a big thing back then. So, yeah. Oh, somebody right next to me. Should probably kill him. It wasn't a big thing back then. So, you know, I have a dual core processor, it's just not up to snuff with the current recording software and everything else. Maybe if I used something that was older, maybe like Fraps, or there was another one. I sadly do not remember the name. Excuse me, my throat was getting dry again. Maybe if I had one of the older software things, maybe it would work, maybe not. I'm using OBS, Open Broadcast Software, I think is what it's called. And it seems to work fine for... I had a friend install it as well, and he's got one of the i7 processors, and everything's going really well for him. He's able to record like 1080p. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know, I have 8 gigs of RAM. I've got a 1 gig, video card. I have Windows 7. I just have the dual-core 2.4, 2.6 processor, which just isn't quite enough to power up and man up and handle the top-tier games. Even some of the lower-tier games that I would assume could run perfectly fine are slow, like even Archon. It was actually slightly slow, and I was surprised, really surprised by that. Alright, let's see what happens here. We're going to hopefully open the chest before something eats our soul. Nope. Something's gonna eat our soul anyway. Alright, so new boss fight, guys. Oh boy. Apparently I just avoid this. Oh, you can't change equipment. Well, that's good to know. Aha. And then when it turns into... Okay, I got it, I got it. I think we're gonna fail, though, sadly, guys. This will definitely be a shield ring battle. So this is basically a kite and poke. Oh, looked like he was going for it. Well, something isn't right here. I don't know what it is. Alright, well, what we're going to do, I'm pretty sure... Maybe I need the timer ring? Well, whoops. We will find out. I don't know what's going on. It's sealed tightly. Chest is gonna happen. We're gonna run over. We were gonna attempt to kill him. But apparently we cannot hit this guy. So... I don't know what to do here. I'm really at a loss. Oh, I did hit him. Okay, so maybe I'm just... I'm a little too slow. Alright. So we are going to equip... I apologize, guys. I just had a test to see what we needed to do there. I'm still not 100% sure, but I think this is going to be the answer. Alright, got a little bit of smackage going on. Nope, nothing that time. Still nothing. So I gotta stay close, but not too close. There we go. Doing some damage. Putting some work on him. I don't know if it's random. Oh, look at that. Yeah, boy. Take it out. Do it. Slap him upside the head. Bam. I'm almost wishing I had my power ring again. But, sorry guys if I'm a little bit quieter. I'm usually a pretty good kiter, but these bats are kind of a little wompy, as you can see. They're kind of floating all over the place. Kind of doing their own thing. Oh, I ran through them. I was actually too quick. Too untardy to the party that time. Oh, I failed. I kited myself. That's kind of intriguing. Interesting prospect to be sure. Come on, guy. Here we go. Another pokey pokey! And we run over here. This is actually kind of a boring fight. Yeah. Oh, I got more health than you do now. So he starts with 255 health as well. I'm not going to make that in time. So this is just a battle of who can outlast the other person, I guess. Gotta tell you, this is kind of an annoying fight. Seems slightly redonkulous to me. Oh, and I got another smack in on him! Oh. So does that make this guy Batman? I don't know. 'Cause if he's Batman, we're gonna have problems. Oh, if you guys ever want a good laugh, I know it's kind of weird, but this is something that I find absolutely hilarious, and 99% of the people I show it to love it to death. I think it's funny as can be. So I figured I'd share it with all my YouTube viewers. It is a YouTube thing. Well, sort of. It's a college humor thing. So if you go to YouTube and you search in Batman College Humor, too funny, guys. It is one of the funniest little series I've ever seen. And apparently that guy actually has a television show now. My buddy Mutanot has actually said he's seen his television show, and you know, he's got some funny skits. So it's kind of funny. You guys should check it out. You have to have seen at least one of the new Batman movies to be able to fully appreciate it. Because he does the whole, "I'm Batman, what, Alfred?" You know, one of those voices type thing throughout the whole thing. So it's, like I said, it's really good. Well, we are slowly trucking along here. And we did it! Victorious! Once I figured out I can actually hit the guy, things went really well for me. Man. I was just way too slow at the beginning. Alright, what do we got now? Another Book of Ease. Look at that. Alright, so I never ever want to have to do that again, because that took really long. And, well, it sucked. So we're not going to do that again. Oh, it's no longer sealed. Bonus. Huh. A dull beat on the door, but it sounded like solid rock on the other side. Well, I suppose I should do something here. It seems as if some kind of statue had been placed here at one time. It seems as if, okay. Well, that doesn't really help me, does it? Well, I gotta tell you, I don't know. I don't know what to do at this point. Well, we've got another book. Yeah, strange lettering, another language. Alright, so I assume at this point we need to leave the dungeon. There's no point in actually staying any longer. We have 53,000 gold, so I mean, we are definitely not poor people anymore. We are not po-folk. We do not have statues. At least I don't think I have a statue. Let me take a look at my, well, it wouldn't be in my equipment, it'd be over here. No, there are no statues. Maybe I'll wear my mask. It does something for me? No, does not appear to be the case. Alright, so I think we are going to have to leave this place. Which is a little sad. I'd rather, you know, enjoy it. I just got here. I just beat a boss. He turned in a bunch of bats. I couldn't touch them, and then bam. Murder! So, yeah, we're going to use our wing and get out of here, because that's what serious people do when they want to leave a dungeon. They don't walk around. They leave. Alright, we're also going to go buy another one of those, because that is a very handy utensil. Or item, if you will. Alright, let's buy a wing. Thank you. I would like to leave. Also, I would like to change from my shield ring to my damage ring. And I think pretty soon we're gonna have to call it quits, but not quite yet. I really don't know who to talk to at this point. Maybe that harmonica chick? Yeah, I know. Alright. Maybe that miner chick could be of use. I don't know. Or, sorry, harmonica chick. See, I was reading what the guy said. Maybe she could be of some use, but... Bagu Baded. Anytime I see that horrible scar upon the world, it breaks my heart. Adal, thank you so very much for finding my harmonica. Really? That's it? Yep, okay, so that is it. Alright, so she's not very useful whatsoever. So we're gonna continue to move along. We had the chick that we saved in Zepik village. So we're gonna go back to Zepik village. I think that is the only move we can make right this moment. And at this point, I no longer need to kill stuff, so I can either just run through them or bypass them completely. I do actually want to test something. While I'm running around outside, does it heal me if I stop moving? Yes, well obviously. I meant to say, does it heal me while we are moving? And the answer is no, it does not. It says, nope, I'm not going to heal you, you have not earned it, and that's that. So, we'll move in, we'll see if we can at least get some direction to what we're supposed to be doing next, and once we have that, we might break the episode off. I think this series might go 10, 12 episodes maybe, so something to look forward to. I don't know, honestly. It could go 50 episodes, I have no idea. It just seems to me, being max level and tier 4 gear, that we're getting near the end. And having the Warm key or Marm key or whatever it is also seems kind of like an endgame dealie. Does that bother you? If it sets your mind at ease, do you know that she had completely accepted her destiny? I believe we're talking about Sarah. We shall both grieve, certainly, but if you wish to honor her memory, then carry out her final wish. Long ago, Ys was ruled by 2 goddesses and 6 priests. Sarah and I are descendants from one of these priests. Much of Sarah's power came from the Tova bloodline. I suspect she knew more about the disasters befalling Asteria than anyone could have imagined. Can you read? Well, we cannot grieve Sarah's loss forever. In order to grant her dying wish, you must continue onward, Adal. You must find the books of Ys. I am fully convinced that you are the swordsman whose coming Sarah foretold. At any rate, the books of Ys. I'm a bit rusty, but with Sarah gone, I am the only one left who can read the ancient script. Oh, look at this! Alright, let's read. The Volume of Hadal. So, this is the book you found in the shrine. Ooh, look at this. Alright. The Book of Hadal. Long ago, Claria was created in Ys. It was displayed in the Temple of Solomon as a monument to prosperity. But suddenly disaster struck. In the shadow of that prosperity, evil had grown and brought with it the seeds of suffering. It struck with all-consuming fury, and in the wake of its demon hordes, even the fair lands of Salketa? Sure. Salketa became ash. Claria to Salketa. Alright. But even if all were to be wiped away, the prosperous and suffering alike, the twin trees and twin moons would forever watch over this land. Alright, now we're going to read about their ancestors. This is the Book of Ys lost from our family storehouse long ago. The Book of Tova. Ys was healed by 2 goddesses and 6 priests. The goddesses embody the spirit of our land and inspire our lives. One represents order, and the other freedom. If we were ever to lose them, all of our struggles and achievements would come to naught, and we would never again know peace. We must not lose the goddesses, regardless of the cost, even unto eternity's shadow. And the final one, Volume Dabby. So, it was in the abandoned mine, was it? How peculiar. The Book of Dabi. I speak now of the disasters of Ys. He rose suddenly and attacked our cities. He called forth molten stone from the bowels of the world to burn our fields and trap us in a sea of fire. It was terrible and absolute. One by one our proud nation was blown apart, or blown out like candles. Excuse me, getting a little excited there. And darkness and chaos stole over our world. Surely the Claria was the cause. Was it not the harbinger of darkness? Thus we sealed it within the darkness, in the ground, so that hope may shine anew. Forget it not, and never lay hands upon it again. Alright, the words recorded in these books will surely illuminate the truth behind Asteria's turmoil. The storm wall, the appearance of the monsters, the continued theft of all the items made from silver. And now, Sarah's death. I'm certain that all of this stems from a great instability in the flow of destiny. You are the only one with the ability to uncover the truth behind it all. Well, no pressure. No pressure whatsoever. Alright, well that gave us some cool backstory and some interesting, like, little side deals, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Let's talk to my chick. She turned away from me, you see that? Adol, I can never thank you enough for rescuing me from that prison cell. It feels so good to be free. I think we've done this before. I still can't remember anything but my name, though. Who am I? What have I done with my life? And why was I in that cell in the first place? I don't know the answers to any of it. I only know that my name is Fina, and I've been a prisoner. Why can't I remember anything more? Pretty sure we already did this with her, but we'll continue to talk to her. This is a lovely village. Jebba introduced me to the villagers, and everyone seems so very nice. This is the first time I can recall when I felt so at peace. I don't really care if I never get my memories back. If I could stay in this place, with these people. I know, I should be trying harder to remember, but I'm just so happy here. Lady? Okay, so that's it. Alright, so I'm running out of options here of what to do. I really don't know. I think we've talked to just about anyone of import. The only people maybe go back to Barbado Village and I don't know, maybe there we can find someone that gives us an inkling as to what we need to do. Because I honestly don't know, but I think we're going to call the episode here, guys. This has been a Let's Play of Ys Chronicles, Ys 1, so the first of 2. And then there's still 3 and Origins, so there's like 4, I don't know. I'm confused, you're confused, everybody's confused. But, regardless, this is the beginning. And we're getting through it one episode at a time. I'm Bumpy McSquigums. I appreciate you guys for listening, watching, and doing all that you guys do. So feel free to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know anything that I can do better, anything that you guys might want to see in the future. Again, I am limited with my hardware, but I will do what I can. And, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks a lot.